Hey there, Blade fans! Back with you once again is OG Blade Reviews, me, and something a little different today. And yeah, I had to prop that box up to show you the reflective logo of CobraTec. CobraTec is a budget auto knife company for the most part. They make out the fronts and out the sides. I've always hesitated to get budget auto knives because you just don't know how reliable they are or how well made. But we're surprised in some circumstances, and this was one in which I was surprised. This is about a $60 knife before I even reveal it, from none other than White Mountain Auto Knives. Yes, that's White Mountain, that you know for all the other stuff you may order from them, and where you can get a 10% discount code with my OG-Blade, but unfortunately not for autos. That's just the way it's been mapped out. Got a nice sturdy foam insert there. We've got a couple of cards here from CobraTec with a lifetime warranty. These are knives that are, as I understand it, assembled in the US, Texas, I think, perhaps, and with parts that are made overseas. And you can read that overseas as either Taiwan or China. I'm not sure, and I really am not sure. I got this because it's a large knife. It's a 3 3/4 inch blade. It is of a modest steel, a D2, which we could also call a pretty good serviceable steel that used to be used and still is in many custom knives, as I like to say. Out the side auto with a safety. Push the safety forward and you can't open it. Pull the safety back and it is extremely quick and snappy. I would say right there in the vicinity of what you get from ProTec or Microtech. Yes, not the same quality, not the same precision, but again, I'm surprised by this. It locks up like a drum. It's got the opening hole there. I don't know for the life of me whether they make a manual version of this or not. It is called and I'll have to get the name for you here. Okay, it's called the Ryker, R-Y-K-E-R, and you're probably reading that on the thumbnail and the information that goes along with this video. Anyway, and yeah, it's a really good size knife. Some nice millwork here on the G10 handles, steel frame. Just double check that. I'm sure it's not titanium. No, it's a steel frame. And my magnet tells me so. We've got kind of a spear point, drop point, sort of a blade going on there with a very nicely done thumb swale there. So you've got jimping. You can put your thumb back here. You've got that place there, that swale, I call it, on the back of the spine, if you want to lay your thumb fully out. And it makes it very nice for your knife tactical techniques. Very secure in the hand. We've got a big swoosh in here and a finger groove here. Just feels really good. Really, really good. And with that steel frame, you got a little built-in persuader here if you want it as well. As I said and showed, the action is speedy. I mean, it gives me a little hand vibration there. Maybe not quite as strong as ProTec and some of the other knives out the side, Microtech and so forth, but it's quick. I mean, it's not a lagger. I mean, it's just boom, it's there. You ain't gonna call that slow. Anyway, there is your CobraTec logo, the cobra, the snake with the fangs. There is your D2 marking. Sorry, don't know what the HRC is on it. Does appear to have a pretty decent edge. Let's find out. Yeah, a little rough there. I'd say it's a decent edge. It's not a razor sharp edge, but it will definitely do. High flat grind all the way to the top. Pretty decent thickness there. And since we're chatting about that, let's get the overall length, which is 8 3/4 and 3 3/4 right to there for the blade. With may as well tell you what the cutting edge is in case you're interested. Slightly less than 3 3/4, not by much though. Getting all kinds of things caught under my background today. Sorry about that. Handle thickness in inches. It ain't thin. 0.63, not too bad though. It's got some thick scales. 0.11 for the blade stock, and in millimeters, 2.8. Not a lightweight, and I'm not sure. Yeah, we've actually got some millwork on the inside for $60 in an auto. That is not bad. There you go. A lot of cutouts inside. Not sure you can see that. There you go. So a lot of lightning and thunder. Not really. Okay. Weight of it is 5.23, call it 5 1/4. 5 1/4 ounces, close enough. So not exactly a lightweight. We do have a deep carry clip that is not switchable to the left side of the knife, unfortunately. Yeah, I know Civivi and their manual knives is making all their clips switchable. We do have some button head screws here, not flat screws, but you've got enough room there. And it's not that crazy tight a folded over clip that you need to worry about it. I'd say for the style of knife that you're doing pretty good. I mean, you'll only have a tiny bit above your pocket there. Got a big old lanyard hole. And as I said, nice milling there with these kind of dimples. I think it's just a design, really. 3 on that side. And you do have 3 on this side, except 2 of them are hidden by the clip, or at least partially so. Nice jimping on the spine here. What is this spine? Probably G10. Hard to tell because I got the liners right next to it. No, that sort of feels like that itself is steel. Yeah, it's rough enough. I can feel that, and it's starting to burnish when I rub my thumb over it. So that is steel. Interesting. That, however, is some sort of G10 or resin material. That part of the backspacer, it's interesting how they did it. So you've got a screw going through the metal backspacer with the jimping on it. You've got some kind of a fibrous or G10 material there and there. So ahead of it and behind it, you've got G10, and then you've got steel. Interesting. So I'm thinking that's contributing to some of the weight, but it's not bad. I mean, if we want to get into the whole balance thing, it's right about there, slightly ahead of that raise in the handle there, that point, whatever you want to call it. And this cutout here, or this finger groove, is almost 2 fingers, and it's a kind of an odd shape, as you can see. Sort of flat there, and then it goes up. You can lock this open, and you can lock it closed. So you cannot accidentally open it if you're concerned about that. However, you may be living in an area where you can't even have these sent to you. I happen to be in a state where they'll send them to me and I can own them, but I can't carry them out in the street, at least legal-wise. How about for compare, the Kershaw Launch 15? Got this a while ago. And believe it or not, this is in MagnaCut. Got this when it first came out. Also a purchase from White Mountain Auto. Just about as long. Yeah, right on. Just about as long, with the blade slightly shorter by maybe 1/4 to 1/2 inch. Got kind of that same stonewashed black finish. Pretty simple knife, but they went with a better steel. And I think these are coming in around 100.5, maybe close to 2. I'm not sure. I know Kershaw does some very nice pricing on their out the side autos, even with MagnaCut. So that particular Kershaw, just in case you want to know, is that, and there's the stock number. I have a petrified fish here. It's kind of an odd one. I don't think anyone knew that petrified fish made autos. It's a very budgety one, coming in around the $40 price range. And there's the end sticker on that one in case you're interested. That is the PF 718. You notice that I had it marked auto because it's the only petrified fish in the collection that is an auto. I'm going to throw one more out here for compare, which is a manual, and it is the Rat 1, Ontario Rat 1. Right, pretty much in the same ballpark. Of course, you're not seeing it because I didn't zoom back enough. There we go. There we go. All right, so as far as direct size against the Ryker, it is a bit longer by maybe, overall that is, because we got a long handle on the Rat, and I keep doing this, but if we compare the blade on this, it's actually a tiny bit shorter. Overall, however, the knife is slightly longer because we've got this big old handle going on here, see? Interesting. Tell you, that Rat 1 always fools me. But here it is again with the petrified fish auto and with the Launch 15. Get them in there. There you go. 1, 2, and 3. All decent autos in the budget realm, even the Kershaw somewhat in the budget realm, but 100.5-ish or so, if that's what it still is. 40 for this. This is kind of a clunker. I mean, they just use steel all the way through on the petrified fish. Does have the safety, and safety does work. Let's see. Yeah, safety does work. I don't know about the mechanics on this. It's a little bit of rock there. But on this guy, the Ryker by CobraTec, it's pretty damn solid. Now, I've heard some people disparage CobraTec for their out the fronts, perhaps. And you kind of get what you pay for. So, if you're looking for a budgety sort of a budgety sort of auto out the side, I don't think you can go wrong. And check out White Mountain Auto. There is a link right on their main page that'll bring you to the auto page, and you can see he's got some good stuff. I mean, he's even got some Microtecs here and there, some Protecs here and there. They're not always in stock, but he has a pretty good range of Kershaws and some nice out the front Kershaws as well. There you go, the Ryker ND2 3 3/4 inch blade out the side auto by CobraTec. Be well, take care, and hit that subscribe shield right there, my logo, and you can subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, be well.